To help you tackle the Vata imbalance and stimulate your thyroid gland in this winter, I've got a beautiful recipe. Winter is around the corner, and so is the sluggishness of your thyroid gland. Have you too started experiencing some amount of sluggishness in your system? Well, that is because with the drop in temperature, your thyroid gland also becomes sluggish. As per Ayurveda, during the winters, what exactly happens is because of the dry, cold climate, the Vata in your body increases. This hampers the functionality of your Panchavata, which is your Apanavata, Samanavata, Udanavada, Pranavada, and your whole body Vyanavada. In other words, you'll experience it in the form of constipation, dry hard pellet like stool. In the stomach area, you'll start feeling more bloated, more gassy, more flatulent. In the thoracic region, you may either experience palpitation, difficulty in having a sane speech, and at the cognitive plane, you'll start experiencing more memory loss or inability to keep up with the conversation. And at the whole body level, nervous system level, you'll start experiencing numbness, aches, pains, including joint pain. And therefore, what happens? The circulation towards your extremities gets reduced, because which the thyroid gland has to function all the more faster. 2. So as to combat with the temperature changes, the pituitary gland has to come up with higher TSH levels so that the thyroid gland can keep up with the required rate of metabolism. But since it is already sluggish, the body struggles all the more. And therefore what happens? When you check your blood test, you see that the TSH values are constantly risen during the winters, demanding higher dosage of synthetic thyroid hormone pill or regulatory measures to take care of the winter-related Vata changes. And 3, because sun exposure is comparatively compromised, and because of the lack of vitamin D, the conversion of T4 to T3 gets reduced. So that is the reason why you start feeling suddenly low mood, sluggish, constipated, and even bloated during winters. So to help you tackle the Vata imbalance and stimulate your thyroid gland in this winter, I've got a beautiful recipe. Let's see how to make it. As always, I'm going to use an iron kadai. As you may already know, it has been time and again proven that using an iron kadai helps in iron absorption, and most of us thyroid patients struggle with iron absorption. So if you can cook most of your meals in iron vessels, ideally cast iron vessel, this one issue will be taken care of. So for this, you're going to need 6 ingredients, and we'll start by roasting the nuts and seeds. So the star ingredient, as you can imagine, is nothing but Brazil nut. These Brazil nuts are not mentioned in Ayurveda, but they do have a medicinal property. And that is the reason why once we start with Brazil nut consumption on a daily basis, provided you're eating when you're hungry, it actually helps in improving the functionality of your thyroid gland. And that is because being rich in selenium, it actually helps in the conversion of T4 to T3. Now, since Ayurveda does not mention it, does it mean that one should not be consuming it? Well, that's not the case. In fact, Ayurveda tells you how to identify the properties, which it calls as rasadi gunas, by understanding the taste, the virya, whether it's heating or cooling, the properties, which is guru, snigdha, ushna, which means it is very earthy in texture, it helps in grounding, and also it's nourishing. So with these 3 to 5 properties, when we assess Brazil nut, they are actually amazing for the functionality of your thyroid gland, especially during winters. Now we need to roast it thoroughly, because the act of roasting, bhrajana, as Ayurveda calls it, it makes it lighter and easier to be digested. So once it gets roasted and the nutty aroma starts setting in, you can collect it into a bowl so that we can roast rest of the ingredients. The second ingredient is our winter special local seed, sesame seeds. Ideally, if you can go for black sesame seed, nothing like that. Black sesame seeds are rich in iron and calcium. Not just that, it also helps in balancing the Vata. As we already know, during winters, one of the main reasons why the thyroid gland becomes sluggish is because of the Vata imbalance. Now, if you observe the properties of sesame seeds, Ayurvedically, it is sweet and slightly bitter in taste towards the end. which means with the sweetness, it takes care of the vata imbalance, and with the mild bitterness that sets in towards the end, it helps in balancing the kapha. Next, as per virya, as per potency, it is heating in nature. So this heat is ideal for beating the winter chillness. 3, it's dosha karma, which is it helps in balancing the vata kapha doshas, and as karma, it helps in strengthening your bones. Now with these properties, it not just helps in providing that warmth for your body, but it also helps in strengthening your bones, improves the functionality of your thyroid gland, improves the texture of your hair, and most importantly, helps in formation of blood, thereby improving your hemoglobin and improving your menstruation, which is your menstrual blood. Now, the only time that you can go wrong with sesame seed is when you consume and there is excess bleeding. So, if those of you who have got excessive menstrual bleeding tendency, kindly avoid. All the others are going to benefit with the sesame seeds during winters. Done. Now, as a nutty aroma has set in and it's quite crispy enough, the seeds are good to be collected. Whenever you're having nuts and seeds, as mentioned earlier, ensure that you roast and consume to make sure that these are easy to be digested. Except for those people who have pitta imbalance and who are prone to acne, abscess, excess body heat, diarrhea, all the others need to roast and consume. And the pitta people, you can soak and consume it. Next one goes just a little something to enhance the flavor of it. If you ask me, is it winter special? No, but this is something that can actually be consumed post-meal to aid with the process of digestion and also helps in preventing acidity. This particular mix, which I prefer calling thyroid winter special mix, is best to be consumed post-meal. And when the mix that you're consuming has some amount of aroma, digestibility, which is the penine property, then as a whole, the mix becomes easy to be digested because it also contains nuts like Brazil nut and seeds like sesame seeds. So here goes fennel seeds and cardamom. Once it starts spluttering, then we are good to take it off the stove and transfer it to a dry grinder. Now onto the same, we also add rest of the ingredients. To begin with, the ones that we have already roasted. There goes Brazil nut, followed by sesame seeds, and we have got 2 more ingredients to be added. One, of course, is sweetener. Here I have chosen jaggery for 3 main reasons. 1, it is heating, amazing for the winters. 2, it is rich in iron, which helps in the better functionality of your liver, thereby improving the functionality of your thyroid gland. And 3, it is also iron rich. And this is my favorite ingredient. Can you guess what this is? This usually comes into picture only during winters. Nothing but vitamin C rich Rasayana herb amla or Indian gooseberry. Do you know what exactly a Rasayana is? Rasayana are those substances which has the capability of regenerating new cells. In fact, these are just handful in number, one being amla, and therefore any thyroid patient should be consuming it in the right form. And sesame also belongs to the same category. Now, let's grind it. Let's see if it has been ground into a fine powder. So here is our mix. Honestly, I must say that it smells amazing. In fact, my videographer was saying just the same. Now let's see if it is sweet enough. You can adjust the sweetness as per your taste. Being jaggery, there is no harm. If anybody has been telling you that jaggery, mishri, honey are all the same, well, no, that's because they do not know the Ayurvedic properties. So for this one, for winters, I would specifically recommend jaggery. Sweet enough, but I think it can be a bit more sweet. With that, our recipe is ready. Now, the best time to consume this would be as your post-meal sweetener. Most of the people I talk to have this intense craving for sweetness. So this is something that you can consume guilt-free. Try this for minimum, say 1 month, once or twice a day, as per the cravings that you get, which is the sugar craving, and let me know how you find it. And you can also test your TSH and let me know how the values are. And for all the protein freaks out here, this is also rich in protein. So you can consume it too without guilt.